JB Most Wanted, what's up, my boy? Dancing Bear DX, what's up? Big Goyle, Rich DM 650, Manuel Martinez, Alviso in the motherfucking house. Veronica, how you doing, Veronica? You already know what's up. My best to you and your honey, your significant other. What's up, Worn Out Shoes? Dan Fuentes, orale. Raul Larios was cracking. What's up, Joe Zapata, Jesse Mendez, CEO of Annoying Cholos, J49, Sparky Buff, Salad Bowl 831, Vallejo Cali 707, motherfucking S1. What's up, boy? Jordan's all day, homeboy. Nicholas, Boss Player, Debbie Asbill. Damn, it's been a long time. Oh, okay. No wonder I recognize that last name, Asbill. Yeah, most definitely. You got my IG, Debbie. Let me give you my IG so I can tap in with you. Let me make damn sure that's it, man. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, for sure. Debbie, I hope you ain't got no bad news, man. What's up, Machete? I see you, my ese. You know I see you, boy. Big Figures. What's up, Big Figures? OC714, Anthony Martinez. C8. Do you think the 6 killed in Cali is NF or MA related? Nah, I don't think so. Just my personal opinion, though, man. I don't believe so. That's some yeah, that's terrible, man. Charles Bukowski, what's up, man? Herb Dizzle 916. Herb Dizzle, man. I couldn't I seen your segment, man. Well, I seen you were on somebody else's channel. It popped up in my feed, bro. You were talking to I think it was Upstate Point of View or something like that. It's another channel that you were on. You co-hosted that. And it was an interesting conversation, man. But I agree with you, man. Everything that you were saying. It's the dialogue was a little different. If you think about it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But you're absolutely right, man. I couldn't agree any more with you. Yeah, for sure, Debbie. Cartel related in Tulare. You think so, Machete? What's up, Gabriel Parra? I see you, man. Yeah. You know, you know what I'm talking about. You didn't want to say that word, but you you guys were differentiating some things that were some things are different, and this is different than that, and this is different than that, and that's not the same. And hey, man, you know me, bro. I'm a realist. It is what it is, bro. So I ain't mad at you, man. What's up, Julian Ramirez? Big Goyle, what's up, Goyle? Simon Chavez, I see you, man. Is 408. What's up, Famero? How you doing, brother? You straight? we gonna beat them Cowboys up, man. PNG Media, what's going on, man? I appreciate you tapping in. Smoky Lokes Designs, what's up, man? What's up, Big Smokes? Yeah, I think I read the house was raided recently. Maybe he talked on it, came back on it. Yeah, you might be right, man. I read that article, but I don't got no backstory on it or nothing, man. I seen it earlier today, and that was it. So, how you doing, Britannia? Gonna make some chanate. Read your book. Well, I'm glad you're liking the book. I need to hurry up and get that second copy, get it out. It was Cartel Biz. Cowboys are gonna win. Come on, bro. You don't really believe that, homie. You can't really possibly believe that. This ain't the 80s, bro. But one thing for sure is we're gonna find out. Martin 9400, where you been, boy? I don't ever see you no more, man. Is YouTube is it getting played out or what, man? Everlasting Bass mobbing in that 1975 Chrysler. Hey, that was a motherfucking tank, homeboy. Seriously, Everlasting Bass. I used to run into shit with that fucking car, bro. I be driving, not even paying attention to the road, and I fucking run into somebody, just back up and smash off, bro. Oh, here we go. You really didn't go there, S1. I know you didn't go there, man. It's like that. Okay. What's up, Iron Bear? I see you, man. Yeah, it's something about them old Chryslers, man. Them motherfuckers are just big ass pieces of steel. Ain't no fiberglass, man. What's up, Frankie Rios? Dancing the response to joy. I appreciate you hitting that like button, man. I'm as good as I can be, bro. I was just tripping out. Some cars won't play. Some some cars won't play any homeboy music. Always talking shit about the homies, but have a whole live bumping. Oh man, I don't play that shit, boy. I hear you, man. I get this out of here. Those cars were full frame, not two or three pieces. Like hell no. A shout out to South Sacramento, David Mora. I'm just sliding through, man. I was dropping some more inner demons and war stories, man. I said, you know what, man? Let me see. Let me see who I can catch on here real quick, man. In part one of Curb Talk, you talked briefly about being able to get people to bring you things into prison or jail while you were in any interesting stories. um yeah, I have a lot of interesting stories, man. I mean, like I was telling them, man, before I get into that, let me just say this, man. Um, I was cutting an episode. I was gonna cut another episode of Curb Talk today because you guys already know. I just rolled that series out, and the first two were of obviously that former correctional officer JT talking about his experiences. as while he was a correctional officer, man. And I'm just gonna say this, man, trying to take an unbiased um, perspective. A lot of the comments when it came to the interview were mixed, man. A lot of you appreciated the fact that I was trying to bring a different perspective, somebody that was in that same type of environment, prison, than just another inmate, somebody like me that has been through it. An officer. I was just trying to bring you guys another perspective. Um, I'll say this, man. I knew that from listening to him talk about his story that he was going to get a lot of pushback, that there was going to be a lot of people that were probably going to uh, not take his comments or the things that he said out of context, but that when there was a lot of you that said that there was an excessive amount of confrontations or fights with inmates, and the only thing I'm gonna say about that is somebody that has some experience being locked up. I got a little bit, you know what I mean? Somebody that has been around a lot of officers that came to work with the chip on their shoulder, officers that brought their problems to work, officers that maybe when they were younger they used to get beat up and get their lunch money took. So now that they're in a situation where they could be aggressive and get their run backs because they knew that cats like us were in a no-win situation, would bring that shit to work and just would be real negative motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? um I always try to avoid cats like that because I understood that I was in a no-win situation. At the same time, I wasn't gonna let nobody just come in my cell and disrespect me either. But now the thing I wanted to say though is I know he talked a lot about situations that he got into with other inmates and or with inmates, and that somebody even made the comment that this guy, man, he talked about hitting somebody with a high impact round and it being a work of art. What fucking kind of shit is that? I hear what you guys are saying, man. You know what I'm saying? No. But you got to keep in mind that this guy worked in Folsom, which was a level 2, and he worked in Mill Creek, which is a SNY. In Mill Creek, everybody knows that's like an SNY that a lot of high um I'm trying to say a lot of high profile dropouts try to get to. Everybody tries to go to Mill Creek. The yard saturated with dope. Everybody's over there. But now you got to remember, he got into a lot of situations with inmates. But look at the type of inmates we're talking about. We're not talking about a level 4 with active inmates. We're talking about a level 4 with a bunch of loose cannons. SNY, them cats, most of them, once they drop out, they become, a lot of them are just, the only thing that kept them respectful is the fact that they had to conform to the policies and some of the things like conduct and all that when how they conducted themselves because they were affiliated. Soon as they dropped out, it seems like all the fuckery and they started acting like fucking J Catch, throwing piss, talking shit off their doors all day. Those are the kind of individuals we're talking about. So I lightweight understood what he was talking about, man. I knew he was gonna get that kind of pushback though, because there was a lot of it. But you got to remember, man, we're not talking about active inmates on a level 4. Most of us understood when we were active that we don't get on like that. We're not going to be disrespecting officers like that, and they don't disrespect us. Not on no level 4. Somebody gets stabbed. CO gets stabbed too. He gets disrespectful. Everybody knows that. But I like to have dude come back and maybe maybe clarify some things, because his whole purpose for reaching out to me on IG was that, he was like, hey, Box, I like what you're doing on your channel, man. And, um, I'd like to convey a positive message to some of the people that watch your channel. Now, maybe some of it was my fault for not being the one that interviewed him, not asking questions that, you know, might have brought some more of that positivity out. Because to be honest with you, when I was first listening to his story, and this is a guy talking about, he said something to the effect of, there was an inmate, I think he said he was a blood, and that the blood was getting at him in sign language, telling him, hey, hey, you want me to get this cat that's disrespecting you? This is an inmate telling the CO that I'll fuck up this other inmate because he's disrespecting you. What that told me is that he must have been somebody that they respected, because that you're just not going to get that all the time. To me, it seemed like he was the type of CO that was always fraternizing with the inmates, that really didn't fuck with a lot of the other COs. And maybe they kind of ostracized him a little bit, because they don't like that. If they see a CO that's constantly giving us what we got coming, or they're constantly fraternizing with us, or they're gravitating towards us, they're gonna be like, hey man, what the fuck's up with that? Fuck them inmates, man. They're pieces of shit. They don't like that shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I'm gonna have him come back on and give him an opportunity to, because towards the end, I think he hit it out the park. He humbled himself, and he told you guys, look, man, there's 5 cats. I stay in touch with them religiously. These are 5 cats that paroled. They were all lifers. They're my friends. He said there was like a couple of them were some black dudes that used to be affiliated with the BGF, and I think he said some Crips or whatever, man. But I don't know. We'll see what happens when I bring him back, man. Uh, as far as as far as me being able to bring in get contraband brought in, I was able to manipulate, man. Honestly, I was just good at manipulating officers to bring contraband in. You gotta let me say it like this, man. Nobody is gonna come to work one day and put their career on the line, their pension, and just start bringing in dope for an inmate. That shit takes time. It takes a lot of time for you to establish a level of trust, and to try to get up in their head, man, to where they trust you, to build that common ground, and then get your hooks in them. And it starts out small. It always starts out small. At least for me, man. It would start out with something as small as a pen filler. But so like I was telling them, there's 3 characters that I would go after, that I used to have the most luck with. One was well, there's, you got the boot. What we used to call the boot is a rookie that thinks everybody's trying to get over on him. He's somebody that I wouldn't even fuck with. He ain't even trying to give me an extra bar of soap. Nah, you trying to get over on me, man. I won't even fuck with somebody like that. Then you got an officer that'll come in that's new on the tier, and they'll be like, hey, check this out, man. I'm gonna give you guys everything you got coming, but don't fucking get at me sideways. Get at me sideways, man, I'm gonna make life hard for you. I won't even fuck with somebody like that. It's straight up. Then you got an individual that, for whatever reason, he's always trying to convince the homies that he's not really a cop, that he's not really into it. He's not a real cop, that he's just into it for the money, that he's really from the hood, and he grew up in the hood, and he's got family that are from the hood. So this just tells me that this is an individual that's wide open. That's somebody that I'd work on right there. You know what I mean? Maybe he comes to my cell door and I'm drawing. I'm like, man, we're not allowed to have pens. We can only have pencils. And I hit him up. Hey, let me get that pen filler, man. You know what I mean? And it start out with something as small as that. I find out he's a Raider fan or a 49er fan or a Cowboy fan. And I whip up a drawing or something, badass drawing, give it to him. It'll start just like that. You know, maybe one day he brings fucking Togos in or something. And, you know, we're chopping it up, man. We're constantly chopping it up. He's telling me now he's to the point where he's starting to talk about his personal life. He's showing me his pictures. This is his wife. This is his kids. And then, you know, hey, shoot after that Togo sandwich, man. It happens like that over time. Maybe I'm his trustee or something, right? Over time, man, you start to build that friendship like anybody else. You want to call it a friendship, whatever you want to call it. And then you know, once I feel like I'm in, man, that's when I get at him like, man, hey, you know, whatever it was that I was trying to get brought in, I've gotten everything from liquor in bags. I've gotten drugs. I've gotten phones, uh, magazines, porn. Not for me, for the homies. Um, DVD players with whole sleeves of fucking porn, PSPs, uh, protein powders, uh, Vicodins, you name it, man. Whatever I knew I could hide, um, that's what I would have brought in, man. And I've been able to do it a lot of different places, a lot of different county jails, a lot of different prisons. But um, yeah, you know, like I was telling them too, a lot of the guys that are just that they consider more sophisticated guys that have been in the shoe program, not necessarily even gang members, just you know, somebody that knows how to manipulate, somebody that's been around, has done a lot of time scamming. You learn how to do that shit, man. You know, so that's about all I'll say on that right now, man. I did have a lot of luck at it though. Mostly male CEOs, and both. And you know, I'll say this about female CEOs. Um, it's the same thing, man. When you're dealing with relationships, it's the same thing. Relationships with female officers happen a lot more than people might think, man. And you know, not to sound fucked up, man, but a lot of the times, let's be honest, a lot of the women, sometimes some of the women that work in prison or county jails, whether it's an officer or a nurse, a lot of times they're not getting a lot of attention on the street. You know what I mean? They might be heavy, they might not be too attractive, but motherfucker don't care when they're locked up, man. That's just keeping it real. Those types of relationships happen. And for a lot of women, I've said this before, those relationships are safe for them because a lot of times women have been abused out there on the streets. They've been with cats that have, you know, they've been in relationships where they got fucked over, whether it was mentally or physically. So that now they're in a relationship with somebody that's locked up. They can control that relationship to an extent. You know what I mean? They know where he's at, and this is somebody that's going to give them the kind of attention that they don't get. You know what I mean? Writing letters, constantly putting her on a pedestal, making her feel like she's the center of, you know, the centerpiece of their world. It's straight up, man, the art of seduction. But it happens, you know, it happens, man. And you know, they bring in things just like anybody else. A lot of the times, uh, like I was saying too, sometimes a CO might fall on hard times, you know, might not be able to make a mortgage payment or a car payment. and you approach him, you find out that this is somebody that's got financial issues, and hey man, check it out. Bring a couple cell phones. I had this one CO, I got at him about bringing in a couple cell phones for a couple $1,000. And right away he told me, hell nah, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Nah, I'm cool, man. But then he thought about it. He thought about it and he came back and he was like, hey, so as far as those cell phones, what I got to do, just bring them in. That's all you got to do. Bring them in, man. You know what I mean? I had the money dropped off to you at the same time. Just bring them in one time. And that's it. It's a wrap. And he did it. You know what I mean? So what can Brown do for you? What's that? J49, what's that mean? What's up, Ray? I see you, man. What's up, Frowley? David Big D, what's up, boy? Doja 831, I see you. Billy McKay, what hustle makes the most money in prison for the fellas? Shit. It's either black or um cigarettes. Fucking tobacco goes, man. It's just too bulky. It's too bulky, man. That's right, Gil. I appreciate you, man. Big dog. What's cracking, macking? Boxers, the Harley ready for September. September 16th. And the Super Show in Stockton. Shit, that motherfucker stays ready. I fired it up today, man. How about cell phones? Yeah, man, they go too. I wonder now that they're gonna take somewhat of a hit now that all calls are free in prison. However, like I said before, I think the cell phones they're still gonna motherfuckers are still gonna want to have cell phones in there because they still want to cupcake with their girl in the cell and have conversations that are not recorded. You know what I mean? And because a lot of the cell phones in there, they talk business on them, and you can't do that on the recorded line. So, but yeah, cell phones they make money, man. If you can get a way to get them in, you have to have like a CO in pocket to do that. They're bulky as fuck. So if you ain't got help bringing them in, red and gold to them dead. Let them know, Junior. Any plans for the game? Nah, just gonna watch it. Vincent, what's up, Mo Money? Oh man, yeah, I hear you, Fraylin. Fraulein. That's a grueling process, brother. I hope, I hope you get better, and I hope you don't have to go through too much of that, man. Yeah, my prayers will be with you as well. What's up, Jesse Baca? Big Fern Dog. What it do, homie? Motherfucking straight basole on mines too, homeboy. You already know. Do you follow boxing? Who is your fighter? Johnny X. There ain't really nobody that I really follow right now in boxing, man. It's not like it used to be. I mean, you got some good boxers out there right now, but shit, I'd rather do I'd rather watch UFC right now, man. Any more profiles? Yeah, big figures. I'm doing one on Corcoran right now. You know, like I've been doing on the level 4 prisons, the same way I did with Pelican Bay, Salinas Valley, uh, High Desert. I'm gonna run one on Corcoran, and then I got a bunch of them. I got one on Blinky coming up. Blinky from the Mission, Pheno. If you're from the city or that area, you guys know what I'm talking about. Then I got I got a bunch of profiles, bro. A bunch of them. Let me see if I got these uh thumbnails right here. Tell you right now, big figures. Let me see. So yeah, that's the next one. You got that one, and I got two thumbnails for that motherfucker. You got Mongols in Mexican Mafia. You got one on the Hoovers. Gonna be running. I bet you somebody got a fucking pencil and a pad of writing paper writing all this shit down right now. I got another one right here that I'm gonna be running. I got this one. It's a cold fucking cat right there. I was with him in San Quentin. There's another one. How about my fucking my thumbnail boy is that boy, man, he can't be fucked with, man. Yeah, so those are just a couple right there. Big figures. I know I got more. This one, it's another one. This right here is what's his name's little brother, J Bay. That's what's his name? Filthy Phil, Filthy Rich. That's Filthy Rich's little brother right there. This one, it's the homeboy from my neighborhood. So those some good stories right there, man. True Izzo. I hear you, man. Bullet that was killed next to Quinn in High Desert. Was he NF? No. Not that I'm aware of. He was at Hermano. But like I told you, somebody I talked to said that he insisted on going on that with Mondo. Yeah, lazy butt crazy 707. Yes, I do. That's what I was doing earlier before I jumped on this live. Remember the fighter Tiger from Sacramento, Tony the Tiger? Yeah, back in the day he was Chicano. I think they called him Tony the Tiger. Yes, sir, I do. Johnny X, Bayero, Yavero. Let me see your jab to see if you really a boxer. Trust me, bro. Just trust me. Take my word for it, homie. I'm so sore right now. I won't even do it. I'm sore as a motherfucker. What's up? No. I've been matter of fact, I'm gonna start the workout videos, if not tomorrow, by Friday. I'm gonna show you guys how you do it, man. At 50 goddamn too. I mean 42. Fuck I'm talking about. 42 years old, man. Still doing it. Pretty ain't gonna look pretty after. Yeah, I remember somebody said that. Somebody said that about last game too, man. But all you 49er haters, you motherfuckers ain't gonna. You just no matter who they beat, how many games they win, you just what you gonna say after they win this next game? At what point do you like keep it real, man? Macy Sadheen, absolutely. They gonna have to break that thing under your nose. Yeah, Hogan. Now they's gonna ram that ass. Oh man, that's right, Sarah. I appreciate that. Boxer, you finna be doing a spill during the game. We text you. You gonna text me the score? You having nachos and horchata for the game Sunday? Ah, okay. You want to go there, do you? I might go down there, man, and check it out, man. Depends, man. See how I'm feeling. Yeah, hey, S1, come on, man. Let me do my thing, bro. Just because you got them little saggy bags and them crow's feet, man. No, don't be mad at me, bro. Another one, the 40, not the 40 whiners. Man, these guys, man. Big dog, that did not sound good at all. What's that? Machete. put out a video on how to knock an NF up. Um, yeah, yeah, I might do that, man. Might talk about Lencho. The hate is real. Oh, it's real. But it's not even hate, big figures. It's a lack of it's a lack of keeping it real. These are the same kind of individuals that you could tell them somebody's dead, but you'd have to drag a dead body in the room in front of them and drop it on the floor at their feet in order for them to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I bet 10K, I knock Boxer out, and another 5, they would have to break the ammonia stick under his nose. Hey, I'll tell you what, man, you got the easy part down. Yeah, 10K. You want to lose 10K? Man, you think anybody's believing that, man? Let me see what you look like, man. Let me see what you look like. I'll be the judge of that. Am I excited for my birthday? Nah, Britannia. There comes a point in life when you start to get older that birthdays are insignificant. You don't look forward to them no more. That just means another day they're gonna have to break that thing under you. Man, you keep running your suck muscle, man. I'm gonna do a removal on you, man. Say something intelligent. Okay, we got that, man. We got that now. Okay. Now sit back and rest your suck muscle, man. The 25th of March, Aries. Yeah, Goyle. There's been a lot of motherfuckers that say that, man, but on the internet, a faceless name, you know what I'm saying, that probably like 5'2", 130 pounds, soaking wet. Still faithful to the Bay. That's right. They don't sell that many candles, S1. What about just the big 5, the big 4-1, man? What's up, Johnny Walker? Oh, I'm already knowing Goyle. Internet tough guy, yeah. Probably got one of them shit pussies too, man. Motherfucking. Ponder on that for a minute. You know what that means? That's that thing you sit on, man. A box was disappointed. I saw a video of a drag race in Mexico where some black guys were beating on a Mexican and no one did nothing. A box was disappointed. I saw a video of a drag race in Mexico where some black guys were beating on a Mexican and no one did nothing. Got me fuming. Yeah, be like that sometime, Mario. You know how it is, man. You know a cat from Fogtown. He said he knew you last name. Gutierrez? Uh not just by that last name, Johnny Walker. He wears his shirt in the shower, no boxers up, Pancho. Not the Joey Fernandez, man. I see you, Dr. Chapatin. Hey, when is that game? That's this Saturday or Sunday? All right, Furious Process. I appreciate you tapping in, man. They got to be playing in Frisco, man. It depends. Lazy but crazy. It depends, man. Now Machina is usually in prison. It's usually burpees, and it consists of burpees and calisthenics. They're giving each other bathroom breaks. Yeah, you're probably right, Goyle. Come on, Bird, man. Fast ass Dave, what's up, bro? No, that's hey, you've been misinformed, Machete. That's not how it goes, homeboy. See, we took that land, bro. So you ain't washing dishes no more, fast ass Dave. What is it, man? You gonna be a male escort? Yeah, they got him working S1. Damn, team. Hey, Timo, I'm starting to, bro. That's like the fifth time you said that, bro. Like, what do you? It's almost like, man, if you're there was a little eyeball at the end of your fucking that statement right there, man. It is sparkle, bro. Be a little gleam in your eye, man. You've said that like 3, 4 times already. Hey, but you entitled to your opinion though, man. With that lumpy, frumpy. It's all good, Timo. He tells the truth. How you explain that? You, all right, man. I hear you, bro. You in denial like a motherfucker, man. Why they always telling you to put your shirt back on then, fast ass Dave? All right, Britannia. Hey, you have a good night as well. Hey, Mario, I appreciate you, Mario. Another one that always comes through, man, and looks out, man. Good looking out, man. BB got to do a profile on how to go from broke to more broke. Mm. Shit, I get super chats from across the world when I'm shirtless. Come on, Dave, man. That don't even sound right, bruh. Or 10 cases of soups. Bet if you really, oh yeah, yeah. Let them know, Goyle. You ain't gonna, ain't nobody want to bet, man. I will definitely be the middleman, and anybody wants to bet against the Niners, you can bet. You want to bet? What's up, Fresno? Hey, boss. During tour time, how many Africano brothers were in there? During your time, how many? Uh, the only one that the only Africano I knew was Chopo from Watsonville, Tomas McIntosh. What's up, Warzone Boxing Club? Hey, it's all good, man. Your boss question, you speak. I stay out of all that, bro. Not interested. You know what I'm saying, Mario? I stay out of the buffoonery, man. The goof troop bullshit. I'm good. Sick Wilder on the real. Do I really think that they will? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not because that's my team. Is I keep it real. Beginning of the year, I didn't think they were really gonna do shit. But watching them, I honestly think they're gonna make a good run for it, man. That's the password. Yeah, I thought you catch that. Oh, they're doing everything right now, man. I think they really got an honest chance, straight up. And I can tell you like this: the only team that I really see giving them a hard time is Kansas City. Everybody else is scared to see the Niners. Trust me, they don't want to see them. They get knocked out just like anybody else. So yeah, they always do that. Either that or it's YouTube. YouTube don't like me to have likes, man. Motherfucking Fatima's in the motherfucking house. 559. Shout out to Fatimas, man, to Larry County. Any Asian big homies? Yeah, there was a couple. There was a couple a couple chinos, man. Um I forget their real names, but they were one from say one was from Salinas. He was a chino. Um yeah, there's been a few. A lot of them Mike, military Mike. A lot of the C's from the 70s were all ex-Marines. I had a celly that was an ex-Marine, Big Rock from Salinas. A lot of those guys used to be in the Marine Corps. That's why they brought some of that that military. That's why the organization ended up. It was structured under a paramilitary structure because a lot of them brought the military concepts with them from the Marine Corps. Birdman says Purdy too little. Well, how the hell did they get all the way to where they're at now, man? How did they get past? How did they get? through this whole year and then get past the first round. Demo, when we have this conversation next week, when they win, what's it gonna be then, bro? What's gonna be the excuse then? If they win this week, are you gonna tone it down and give credit where credit's due, or you just gonna keep hating? I just want to know, man. Oh, is that right, Hulk Hogan? That's right. Why has the O never expanded out of state? The O, you've heard it right here officially. The O has expanded out of state. Let me give you just a little 5 minute history lesson. So the NF expanded out of the state of California after Operation Black Widow. That's when the NF was able to metastasize outside of the state of California. That's the best thing. That was the best thing for the NF was Operation Black Widow. There's regiments all over now. Yeah, Arizona, Texas, Kansas City, Colorado, uh, fucking Florida. Um, they're everywhere. All those guys they sent to federal prison, that's what they're doing. They're recruiting. So they have been able to do it. Most definitely, Themo. Wild card games. Well, who's your team, S1? Who's your team? That's all I want to know. Who is your team? Oh well, I mean, you should have went to high school, man. Metastasize is just it's like a fucking 9 letter word or something, man. 9 letter word. I don't know count. Oh, you don't know how to spell it. Let me see. Let me write it down for you. Let's see. Metastasize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. It's 11 words. I understand, man. That's a very common word, though, homie. You know. But I'll bring it down to 6 letter words. Yeah, I said high school, homeboy. Continuation too, man. All right, Mo Money. Handle your business, man. What's up, Cesar Castellanos? I don't know. I might have to check out here in a minute, man. You guys are getting too hostile. Everybody want to fight, knock a motherfucker out, knock off my face and shit, beat me up, talk shit about my Niners. You guys too crazy, man. I'll do that in the next. I might do it tomorrow, Julian. From Templeton, yeah, I can do I could do one on that one, Brian. I know that whole story, as a matter of fact. I can do that incident. That's an easy one. Don't sleep on Philly. No, Philly got a good team too, but I don't know, Pancho. It might be true that Calipatri doesn't have tablets. I know that some of the prisons, some of them are just barely. they're behind. They're not. There's some of these guys are just barely getting tablets. Like Folsom just barely got them. I think like last month. I'm not sure about Calipat though, man. Yeah, I can do that, Machete. And I don't know if I made it clear. Well, most of you probably know. A lot of you know my history, but when I said that I was on the yard when that riot kicked off, I didn't mean, because I listened to that uh, to the Pelican Bay spill that I did. I said I was on the yard when that happened. I wasn't on the yard where the riot happened. I was on the yard in the shoe program. And when you see how close the shoe is in conjunction with the mainline yard, you could hear every. I used to hear gunshots out there all the time, man. It's literally probably like a couple 100 feet. So when they get off out there, they start busting, and you can hear the COs yelling, "Get down!" You can hear them, man. Sounds like a fucking football game in the distance. That's how it sounds. Are you doing a part three of the CO interview? Yeah, Jesse, I'm gonna bring him back um just to give him an opportunity, man, to finish telling his story, how he whether he retired or whether something happened. And uh being that it's a long story, I think something happened. So he wanted to talk about it. Besides that, uh, I think he might want an opportunity to clarify some things based on a lot of the comments. Yeah, here's the hey for you guys that want to get in the raffle too, man. We started up the raffle again. What's today? I'm gonna post. Let me post these real quick. Fuck. There you go, right here. So there's a Cash App and there's a Venmo. If you guys want to get in on the raffle, it's $3 a ticket. Uh, unlimited buy-in. You can buy as many tickets as you want. Again, the Jordans, the shoes that we're raffling off, are size 12 and a half for 13. If you're not 12 and a half or 13 and you win the raffle, you will get whatever size that you let me know. If you're size 10, you let me know if you win the raffle and you'll get a size 10. So that's two ways you can send it right there, or you can always super chat it. It's up to you guys. The last raffle we did, we had two winners. We got off two pairs of Jordans. Matter of fact, I still got both of them right here because neither one of them were size 13. Tell Sandman not to edit when I'm doing the boxing sounds. Tell him not to speed it up one. Oh, Mario, I didn't even know you were trying to get a book, man. You got my IG, Mario? Or get it me on my email, man. No. Hey, we get those right out too, Mario. When you guys get books, we try to get them out the next day, man. And whether you want it or not, they come signed with a personalized note, man, inside of the book. So get at me through that email right there. And if you get at me tonight, I'll get back at you, man. Make sure that I get that info to you. Oh, where'd it go? Yes, sir. Win or lose, I know fools who got MIA or turned off their phone. Man, I was taking calls the minute we lost it. SB like it's still Niners all day over here. Let them know, Al A, Al A sure, Al B sure, Al A sure. Daily City Norte, what's up, boy? I'll hit you up via email. Yes, sir. You got a lot of J's. It's all good. Military Mike, I do too. But I bought them to raffle off. Let me. So your closet look like this right here. Where they at, man? Bam. I'm gonna post something tonight too for the raffle, a short and a video, man, that to remind you guys what would Sandman even think of? Why would Sandman even think of editing the fighting sounds? You know what, Pancho? Be honest with you, I was the one that told him when I do that shit to speed him up, but um, I'll make sure I tell him not to mess with them, man, to leave them authentic, so you guys can laugh at me, man. On 16th and Mission today, thinking about you, but that's right. Hey, it's changed a lot, Paul X, from what it used to be, man. It doesn't look nothing like it used to when I used to run around down there around between 80, 84, and 88, 89. It's way different. That that restaurant on the corner right there, 16th, right by the BART station, used to be a fucking big ass Chinese restaurant. Everybody used to sit in there and sell dope. Across the street, that Walgreens is the only thing that's probably still sitting there that's always been there. Everything could do in a spill in Operation Snake Eyes. I was around during the time and remember it having a big impact on Monterey County as a whole. I think I did one on that. Doja 831. I'm almost positive I did. Operation Snake Eyes. That's the one that was with Chente and Soldier Boy, right? I'll look again, man. If I didn't, I'll run one on that. I thought I did though. Yeah, Martin. Do a short with Do a short. Boop, bop, beep, bop. Oh, my shoe. All right, you got it, man. That picture of the shoe boxes reminds of my carnales. They had in Fula Yeska Feria. Shh. Feria? Fuck the Yeska. How much Feria was it, homeboy? Shoe boxes full. Man. The Shoe Palace. J49, you must be from San Jose. That's where I used to get my shoes. Didn't they have a Jean Palace out there too in San Jose? Do you do this for work full time, bro? I do it, man, just for pastime, homie. I do other things, but I do this for a lot of the time. Yeah, it consumes a lot of my time. Definitely. What county jail? What county jail has the worst deputies? Um, that I've been to, the worst one. Probably to be real with you, man. It's probably changed now, but Frisco had some of the worst deputies. Real talk. Santa Rita, a lot of cats out of Oakland, Bay Area, COs, Mendocino County, bunch of square cats, man. San Mateo, they weren't that bad. Monterey, they're a little different. Frisco, the motherfuckers known for them elevator rides, man. They're getting your ass, bro. They're still the worst, boss player. You've been to San Francisco County Jail in the 80s. I don't know if any of your guys' county jails back in the 80s, if so like Frisco County Jail back in the 80s used to be able to take $30 in cash to the jail with you. You used to be able to carry $30 in your pocket cash, whether it was change or bills, because the phones in the jail at that time were all coin operated, the real pay phones. Not only that, when you went to canteen, the canteen cart, like on the sixth floor, will pull right up in front of the tank, and you used to buy your canteen with cash. Modesto jail food. Hey, I'll tell you what though, boy. If you wasn't one of the homies, or you wasn't one of the Africanos, somebody that motherfuckers used to get jacked in there all the time, man. Now I'm 80s baby. Been going there since the early 2000s. They already had the blue phones in there. Yeah, I don't like San Francisco jail was 850 Bryant, sixth floor, seventh floor, fucking Bruno, old Bruno. Old Bruno wasn't that bad, man. It was okay. So boss player, you must know Blinky and Fino, because I'm gonna run something on both of them cats in the very near future. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Goyle. Even though they slammed me down when I got to that jail, those COs over there, they didn't know me. They slammed me down. It was still they were just some regular cats. I remember that machete. I remember exactly when they did it, man. They even ran a big ass article on it in the newspaper. Hmm. What's outdated, Mike? The thing on Fino and uh, Blinky, or are you talking about the jail, the county jail? You're talking about the county jail, 850 Bryant. Yeah, that motherfucker is completely outdated. I used to hate coming into that jail on the sixth floor, that big ass bull tank. That motherfucker smelled like straight shit. I remember a couple times I got into it in that bullpen just to get out of that stanky motherfucker, man. Winos, some of them, some of those motherfucking tenderloin winos sleeping on the floor. Fuck them motherfuckers. Yeah, they slammed you down because of that big old tech. Yeah, that's what it was, Goyle. That's what they told me too. It was not only that; it was also because of snake pits too. Yeah, not only that, it was because at that time they had a split going on with the NF. You had Rico and Lobo were there, and they didn't know what side I was playing. Man, they told me that we don't know you. You're not from this jail. We're not from this county, so we don't know what your intentions are, man. So we just gonna put you in an observation cell and get you the fuck up out of here. And that's what they did. Yeah, I came across both of them. The thing with Fino was the final straw between the homies and Army Street that set off everything. Blinky's death was crazy too. Drove a lot of homies away from the north. Yeah, I got the intricate details of that story, boss player. Last time I seen Fino was on the seventh floor, and shout out to the Southsiders, man, to the upstaters, man. But we they ended up letting somebody they ended up letting the Southsider out to the visiting room, and we got him right there by um, that one hallway right there, A block. He was banging his shit though, man. I asked him where he was from. He straight up said, "Motherfucking Poodle Southside, homeboy. Straight up Sureño right here." Oh, straight up. Yeah, that's why that was why Goyle. Nine. Well, I haven't had no issues with no Southsiders. Lazy but crazy. I've had some issues with had a couple issues. Hey, I didn't get to tell you guys this, man. Some of you guys asked about this in the comments, and I realized my dumb ass did not. I didn't clarify this in that war story, but I'm gonna tell you right now. So that war story that I talked about uh, with me and nine of the homies that ended up getting into it with some actives. So the whole reason why that kicked off was because the homie, which I'm not gonna mention, like I said, I'm not gonna mention where he's from because people will be able to narrow it down. But they recognized him. Um, they knew him. They recognized him. He knew that they recognized him, and that's why he was picking up those vibes. Those cats kept looking at him, and I think he even said something to the effect of when they first came into that club, those cats, one of them said something to him. So that was the reason why. It wasn't just a random thing. Those cats identified him. That's why they knocked his ass out. Homeboy went. Homeboy got knocked the fuck out, man. SFPD had me pulled over after Hot August Nights coming back from Reno in 2007. Yeah. What's good with what's good with the homie box? What's up, Robert Castillo? Some northern rapper was down here in Boyle Heights and got shot up here in the street from my pad under the 6th Street Bridge. I got footage of them shooting the rap video before the shooting. Yeah, what was he thinking, man? Out there banging in Boyle Heights. I guess he didn't know where he was at. Big old dummy. What's up, Chalino? Yes, sir. I did hear. I figured, man, you know what, bro? I figured I could run something on that. I haven't looked, but I imagine that there's probably 20 other channels that are running fucking what do you call it, man? Breaking news. Fucking exclusive. So when shit like that comes out, I just like, I ain't gonna waste my time, man. Motherfucker jump out of bed at 3 in the morning, snots in their eyes and shit, and get on the motherfucking computer. Exclusive right here. So by the time I get around to it, man, motherfucker then broke it down, did 5 reactions on it. So Boyle Heights is the mission of LA. Southsider that told you why you snaked me. You talking about the cat in Mendocino County? I didn't snake him. I pushed him, but I gave that cat his props until he started yelling like that, man. You gotta respect a motherfucker that comes into a Northern County jail, into a tank, a mainline tank, where he knows there's some Northerners, and still lets it be known and says, I ain't clocking out either. Yeah, I was even going to do a video on it. Yeah, it's one. That's why I stay away from those. He said fisherman's dwarf. Yeah, it's all good. Furious process. That's right, Chelino. AB, how many times, if any, did you get OR or bro? I ain't never been bailed, Machete. I've never been lucky like that. I got OR probably the first time I caught a sales case with my mom, and I want to say like maybe the first time I got arrested as an adult, they fucking let me OR. But other than that, probably like 2 times, and that was it. It was a wrap after that. Box, you're gonna have that CO back on. That was a pretty good interview. Yeah, they whooped him in the comments, man. I want to give him a chance. Uh, I just want to give him a chance to clarify some things, man. So yeah, I'm gonna have him back on, bro. Birdman still going in on my Niners, man. Damn, bro. In caps. 'Cause. 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 ' I remember when Peps from Ukiah knocked out an 18th streeter in Mendocino County Jail. Pep, uh, Pep, that what's his name? Chito's cousin, Pep. You ever hear about Bloods in East San Jose? I heard there was some out there. I don't really know too many of them though. All right, Bird, man. I'm gonna have to stop paying attention to you, man. You just on a fucking straight 49er bash. Boxer, did you know that the family Swans in LA wear those SF hats, red and gold, to their set in LA? Nah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I was cutting one before I jumped on this live, Robert Castillo, tomorrow. I've never got or either bailed out except for 2017 last. OG, did you ever have dealings with upstate Sureños in prison, like the interaction with them? I know you talked about Sureños from down south. Yeah, man. There was a couple cool upstate Sureños that. When was that, man? I want to say like around 96, 97, when I was in Quentin on the 6 yard, the infamous 6 yard, when the 6 yard was behind East Block, back there with Death Row, when the 5 yard used to come out next to us on the when we would be out on the 6 yard, the Woods and the Sureños would come out. And a lot of those Sureños that were on the 5 yard were upstate Sureños. And I had a good rapport with a lot of them cats, man. The cat that was calling shots for them, um, I had a open line of communication with them. Some cool cats. I ain't gonna lie, man. When their yard, when they first moved the 5 yard there, they were unestablished as far as like them in the woods would just come out. They would just come out and right from the gate, just come out and just kick it on the yard and just start smoking. And over time, and I'm not saying this to hate, I'm not taking those shots. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But they watched us. They watched the program that we had and they started to structure their yard because when we would come out, and because that yard been established for years, man. But we would come out, and the first thing that would happen is somebody, the first Norteño out there, would do a perimeter check. Do a perimeter check, check the fence, check all the fucking the bracelets on all the fences, check the garbage, throw any of the garbage away, flush the toilet, do all that shit, and then they would post up on the gate. Second Norteño come out there, they'd post up. The first two Africanos would also post up. So then everybody else after that would come out. They shake their hands at the gate, and then they fall into formation. They go and stand in line. Boom, drop their towel, hands behind their back, post up. Next guy, post up. Next one, post up. So you had like 6, 7 lines of homeboys and Africanos posted up. They started watching that. They never had security on their gate. Next thing you know, over time, they started to implement policies like that. And we'd be over there running our machina, and they'd be over there running their machina at the same time. And I'd be over there. At that time I was active, man, but I'd be over there looking at like what they'd be doing. They'd be doing 6 count. I look over at them. I'd be like, next motherfucking exercise is 122 counts. It was on some competitive type of shit, but still I had a good rapport with some of them cats. But they started putting cats on the gate, and then they started posting up. Yeah, I learned sometime, man. But it was something that I definitely took notice of. Boxer, did Africanos ever pay you back for upgrading their sound system in their car? Nah, never did. Shit kind of got funky too, man, with those Africanos. They were cool. Um, that if you remember one of the war stories, I talked about it. Uh, yeah, and then when I had that shootout, um, I'm not gonna say they told on me, but the one of their old ladies did that lived downstairs. She was like, "Oh yeah, the motherfuckers that live up there, them norteños, and the motherfuckers that came over here, they shot at them, they sureños, and yeah, that's what the whole shit was about. And that's apartment right there. They had some other motherfucking norteños that lived up in there. First Street Flats where the SF gears, so do the Cuatro Flats. SF, but they rock it is FS. You know, somebody said I should run a profile on gang members in the military. That is a good that is a good profile, man. There's a lot of gang members that do go through the military. I've seen pictures of bombs that they had over there where motherfuckers were actually striking up their hoods on the bombs and shit, and they be banging in the military. But you ever run into any Southsiders in the small town of Cloverdale? I sure did. I got a motherfucking story about that too. Right there at the gas station, homeboy. Bullshit you not. Right there, if you've been to Cloverdale, you know that gas station that I'm talking to right off the freeway. Yeah, I had a couple homies, Furious Process, that went to the military from straight out the hood, man. Yeah, I will. I will. I put it in a war story. I definitely will. Did you ever come off any Africanos that gave off racist vibes? You know what? Mark 9400. I've only been to Santa Rita one time, bro. I went to Santa Rita one time, and the gang intel over there, the classification, whatever they were, them motherfuckers let me go out to the with GP with everybody else, and I never expect that. Whenever I hit a jail, they usually always slam me down. So I tripped out. Dude was like, you know what? You ain't never been through here. We don't know you. You're only gonna be here for a minute. Fuck it. Look, I tell you what. Let me take a picture of that fucking tattoo on the back of your head so I can throw it up on my board, and I'll let you go out there. Go ahead, have at it, man. I don't give a fuck. So they let me go out with the homies, man. And I've done a lot of time in San Francisco County Jail. A lot of Africanos. A lot of them I grew up with. A lot of them I went to school with. A lot of them I was in juvenile with. A lot of them I know from the streets. But it seemed like Santa Rita, um, there's a lot of friction, bro, between the homies and some of the youngsters over there because not because I don't know if it was racist or there was some friction, bro. Um, I got there, the homies only had a couple phones, and they're supposed to have so many phones. There was some other shit going on like that, and it almost got funky, man. Uh, Behind a couple youngsters in there that were just provoking shit, and it didn't. But what was funny was so that youngster that had a big mouth, he ended up coming to San Quentin when I was there in the adjustment center. And this fool was completely out of his element. It was funny to see him in Santa Rita, big mouth, talking shit, pushing that mass majority, that mentality, and just real negative attitude. That fool came to the AC Adjustment Center, scared than a motherfucker around death row and around active BGF, and it was funny, man, because I got at him, asked him if he remembered me, and I looked out for him, but it was just funny to see the change in character. Like it was just you had to have been there, man. It was one of them things. Out of his element. He's not around his homies now. He was a completely different person. When you say GP and Rita, you mean yellows or blues? Fuck, I want to say yellows, man. I think it was yellows. I don't remember it being blues. What is yellow? I don't remember the block, man. It was Cell Living. I had a couple homies that were there that I knew. They were running to Stockton Southsiders who held keys. No, no, I never been in San Joaquin jail, and yep, Yellows was locked down for high control parole. I was high control, but we would so we would come out in the day room though. We weren't locked down. We come out in the day room, play chess, play cards or whatever, and they'd even when they served chow, they let us come out in that little where the trustees would serve the food right there. We sit at the tables, so we weren't slammed down. Regular GPs went to blues. Well, then I guess I wasn't no regular GP. Wherever I was, that's where it was. But we weren't locked in the cell all day. They let us come out in the day room. Yellow is JCAT status in Santa Clara County. Yeah, it is. Big yard or small yard? I want to say there was a small yard, barely big enough to play handball. But yeah. Nah, it wasn't that big yard. I know what you're talking about where they walked the track. Nah, they didn't let me out there. Hell nah. The yard that I went to was it was outside of a glass, like you could see it in the hallway. It was outside of a glass, had glass on it, and the yard was on the other side of the glass. Whenever they would search, like they came in there and did a search, and when they searched us, they made us go out there on that yard. But I know what you're talking about. I seen a documentary where that big yard, the motherfuckers are out there walking laps. It wasn't that one? Was he a cat 3? No, but I'll let him talk about that. No, Rojo was just a young C. Uh, yeah, he still did his thing, but well, he wasn't part of leadership like that. As far as working on the street together, we never worked together on the street. Um, I done time with him in Quentin. I used to make him do burpees all the time because he always fucking went to sleep. But no matter of fact, he hooked me up with he's the one that plugged me in with Mexican Mike from Oakland. A magician, huh? Shit, you know how to make your food disappear? Nah, Chachi Chuck. Again, that's all old, right there, man. And yeah, I stay away from that one. Do I think it was mob related? I don't. However, that's just my opinion, bro. Uh, it's not like I got any inside details one way or the other, but from the little bit that I know, that's mainstream information. It sounded like he was doing his own thing, and he had his hands in some things that might have caught up with him. I honestly don't think it had nothing to do with his dad's status. But I could be wrong too, man. I don't know. Oh, tu sabes, Senorita had the nastiest food too. Yeah, man, about seven Cheerios. Motherfuckers always saying, man, is there anybody that just got some food, just don't want 5 o'clock in the morning? Anybody got any food that just don't want brick bread? If it was mob, he would have got torched. Yeah, they probably would have fucking chopped. Well, they did chop him up, huh? Well, they probably would have done something else, man. I don't know. What could he levitate? Furious process. What about levitate, man? I'd like to see somebody that was a magician levitate right in front of me in the county jail. I would like to see that one. If a motherfucker levitated, I might believe some of that shit. Was I in Quentin around 94? I was in Quentin in 94 and 95. I stayed in Quentin. It was like my first home. Streets was my second home. I was there all through the 90s. 89, 89, I was there. 90, 91, 92, I was there. 93, I was there. 94, I was there. 95, 96, 97, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, and that's when I was there. 2003, I discharged. Nah, he couldn't do that, but he could make a card appear in someone's pocket behind you without moving from his spot. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. What's up, Cam 23? Showing up to the live. That's right. Yeah, I'm almost ready to tap out too, Cam. I've been on here for two hours, pretty close. Nah, Chachi Chuck, I was just saying I'm gonna be doing a spill on Blinky and a Pheno. I'm gonna talk about some things that have never been talked about. Um, so yeah, that'll be something I'm working on. I remember Chris Angel, yeah. Mm-hmm. Levitate right there in the on the strip. All right, Box, I'm gonna tap out. All right, JR, man, I appreciate you tapping in, homeboy. Good night. What's up, Box? Happy New Year. I was a trustee. Yes, man. Gustavo, you got any New Year's plans? Any what? You got any New Year's plan? Any New Year's plans? I did all my New Year's plans. My resolutions, man, to lose more weight, go to the gym, hitting that gym 5 days a week. Boy, did you ever politic with Julio, AK? Nah. All due respect to Gold Toes, he didn't want to he didn't want to politic with me, bro. And I'm not saying that like I had the backing of nah. I never had any reason to though. It's all good. You it's all good. You rest unless you're going to work out after this. I'll definitely be in the next one. You guys get on together, huh? What are you thinking of making next on Chef Boy RB? Damn, you got some haters, man. Even though that nobody could tell me that the tamale was didn't look good. Oh no, what it was the rice. Motherfuckers were saying, man, you stir it too much, the texture, this, it looked dry. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't Mexican. You ain't supposed to put sour cream on there. Cat. Sometimes I think some of these cats on here, man, just be talking just to talk, man. No, but what I'll make next, man, is probably a wet burrito or something. Wet burrito or some sweet and sour. Fucking sweet and sour is a bomb. Except you don't. I make the sweet and sour I make was with the rice, not the soups. It comes out better with rice, man. When you fucking marinate all that shit together and then you pour it over the rice. Yeah, Cam 23. Motherfuckers got something to say about everything, man. Don't stir it like that. You stirring it too much. How about this, man? How about you create a channel and go fucking make your own fucking tamale, man? Hey, Box, one more question. Did you shut down program with your messed up spam? Yeah, man. A matter of fact, I did one time. I said, you know what? Let me run this. Let me run this shutdown one time, man. Got up on my bar. C section, or East Block, East Block. So I could say I shut the program down one time. God damn it. Yeah, I did that. As soon as I was done, I jumped up and kicked my heels together, man. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that comment though, homie. My fucked up Spanish. I know it's fucked up. This morning on my 3-hour drive, I enjoyed the war stories 40 and 41. I'm a truck driver, and man, always looking forward to stories that semis when it's north. And that's right, Mr. Scumbag. I appreciate you, man. That's what I was saying when I dropped those. I was like, yeah, man, for you truck drivers or some of you cats that are on the roads, I know how it is. I used to drive trucks myself. You got you got content for the morning, man, when you hit the road. So hey, it's all good though, man. I appreciate you tapping in. I'm gonna drop some more for you. So I got you. You hear about the shooting that killed a 6 month? Yeah, I heard about that shit. Oh yeah, they're gonna get it. That's what happens though, man. It always happens like that. The fucking stray bullet always finds a baby, man. I'm on video 12 of war stories. Samantha Lynn, I appreciate you checking them out. Damn, you got like 39 more episodes. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to tap out, man. I gotta I gotta upload these videos so I can get them out to you guys. Yeah, look for the Corcoran profile to come out too in the next couple days. You guys got any more Q&As? Drop those too, man. Damn, I know what I forgot to ask you guys. I was gonna, so check it out. Let me just say this last 5 minutes, get you guys' some of you guys' feedback on this. So I was gonna run an episode on I was gonna run episode 3 on Curb Talk. And when I started to run it, one of the things that I asked you guys is if you guys got any suggestions of what you want Curb Talk to be about, let me know. Because I had different ideas about it. You know, it could be a platform to interview people, could open up the phone lines, could take you guys send in a lot of questions and I take the questions. And I was thinking about just taking one question that might be of common interest to a lot of you and talking about it, breaking it down, or some other way to connect with you guys on another level. So if you guys got suggestions of what you might want it to be about, let me know. However, what I was gonna do on the third episode, that I'll just run it real quick now, is I had a question that I wanted to ask you guys. So here's the scenario. And I was watching a a show on the investigative channel when this came up. So you got two guys that ended up getting arrested for a cold case homicide. Say this is 15 years later. These guys get picked up on a homicide, right? So they bring him down to homicide and they interrogate these guys. They separate them and the homicide detectives, they tell them that that they're investigating the case and that they think that they had something to do with it, and they basically present the evidence, right? Okay, you following me, Goyo? So at some point, both of these guys deny their involvement in the homicide. They both dummy up and say, I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't there. I don't know that individual. I don't know the victim. Nope, wasn't me. So these homicide detectives they devise a plan, and their plan consisted of putting both of these guys in the same room to let them talk. Now, that's the one thing I was going to tell you guys. If you ever go to a fucking police station or a fucking uh, homicide, fucking always assume that you're being recorded or that you're being videotaped. Why the fuck these idiots didn't know, I don't know. Assume that the light is a recording device or the a picture on the wall is a camera. So they let these guys in there and they start talking, and they both are like, bro, how the fuck they find out about this shit? You say something? Hell nah, I ain't said nothing. I thought you said something. Anyway, long story short, they start talking about damage control, how they can get out of this, right? So one of them tells the other one, apparently he exposes that there was a third person that was involved in this homicide. He tells them, like, how they find out we even did it? They're like, I don't know, man. So one of them tells the other one, hey, Apparently there was 3 of them that were initially involved, but the third one ended up dying, right? He ends up dying. So my question to you guys is, and they say, you know what we'll do is we'll blame homeboy since he's dead, right? We'll blame him because they can't go after him. So my question to you guys is that considered snitching when you implicate somebody that's been deceased? Is that telling or is that allowed? Can you do that? Double-sided mirror, yeah, all that, man. But I'm curious to see what, if I had to get at you guys on the next live to get some feedback on it. That's cool. But I want to know what some of you think about that. Is it okay? Is that considered snitching, or is that a viable way for these guys to get out of being charged with this homicide by blaming it on or implicating the third individual that is now deceased? What do you think about that? No harm, no foul. That's one opinion. If he's in the life, that's telling. That's 2 opinions. You putting smut on dead man's name, that's 3. Snitching plus they're guilty by association and after the fact. He dead. The new age is all messed up. Still telling. Some say it's not, but I always told, don't ask, don't tell. Yeah. If you're active, that's telling. But if you're not, then you're not. I don't know if I agree with that though, Goyle. I hear what you're saying, right? I don't buy that whole fucking that whole civilian concept. People say that, if you're in the life and you're a gang member, that you're laced up a certain way, so that's not considered. So that's considered telling. I don't think I agree with that though, man, because I'll tell you why. I'll just give you a scenario. In every facet of life, no matter what it is, even law enforcement, right? Even cops. If you got 2 cops that are out there in the field and one of them does something that he's not supposed to be doing, he breaks regulation or he does something that is against policy, and his partner goes and tells the sergeant or tells the lieutenant, they're gonna ostracize that dude. They're gonna be like, damn, dog, why you throw your partner under the bus? So that can go the same for any walk of life, man. If you tell on somebody and you put somebody in jail, why isn't it you gotta be a gang member? You gotta be a part of that lifestyle? I don't know if I agree with it. I think it's black and white, man. I think it is what it is, no matter what. Some people that are not laced up, but that they have a certain way of believing. It all comes down to their belief system. They're like, hey, I'm not getting involved. And this is the other thing. I think a lot of us that come from similar backgrounds, we were taught from a young age, whether it was grandma, grandpa, mother, father, older brother, before you even got involved in gangs, your belief system they already started to instill that belief system within you, right? Remember when you were a kid, 4 or 5 years old, and you punched your little brother or your cousin, or somebody broke your toy, and you guys would run in and tell your mom, hey mom, he fucking broke my toy, or he hit me. Most of the time your moms or other family members would say, Mijo, don't ever come up in here with that bullshit. Don't fucking come in here and be no little fucking tattletale. Get the fuck up out of here. If he hit you, you punch his ass back, punch him in the nose. Don't come in here crying about that shit. Or if he broke your toy, go break his fucking toy, but don't come in here. So those things are instilled with you from the time that you're a kid. They instill those, you know, morals, or those beliefs. That's when you start to form that belief system. So why do you got to be a criminal? Why do you got to be a gang member for that to apply? So it's okay for, you know, a civilian, you know, the you know, the only scenario that I can say is like if it's an old lady that was victimized by somebody, um, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. It's, I think a lot of people muddy the waters, man. People feel different about it, and that's okay, you know. But anyway, just getting back to the scenario I gave, I think some of you, I would agree, man. People, especially gang members, when, regardless of the belief system that was instilled within you from the time that you were a kid, when you get involved with gangs and those politics, it's clear, it's black and white. Telling is telling. You implicate somebody that is no longer, they obviously they can't be you know, held culpable for any kind of um you can't send them to prison, you can't do nothing to them, but still you're he's still got family, and you're still tainting his name, and you're still implicating somebody. And that's how people are going to look at it. Not only that, once you cross that line, you're always going to have paperwork on you, no matter what. So what? It's a dead guy. That's how people are going to look at it. You got a lot of hardliners, man, that are going to say, nah, man, hey, it is what it is. You should have just kept your fucking mouth shut, and that's it. You know what I mean? But it was just, it was something that I seen, and I was like, you know what, that'd be a good topic to kick around, man, because I believe a lot of people are gonna, they're gonna have different views about it. Some people are gonna say exactly what I thought. Hey, he's dead, so no harm, no foul. The other people are gonna say, nah, it is what it is, you know. But the whole that whole civilian thing though too, man, that's something that I don't know. Some people, some people get a pass on that. So it's okay for some people to do that. Well, what if they become gang members later? What if they were a civilian, but then later on they became a gang member? So then what? I don't know. It, it can get kind of, dummies always keep quiet, no matter who it is. Yeah, you should do an episode on civil rights violations like Oscar Grant. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Start to broaden my horizon. You don't think the people pushing that hard of a line are just lifers who want everybody to be miserable too? Yeah, of course, of course. You know, there's different ways of looking at it, but yeah, people are gonna press those lines, man. Um, People are just, but yeah, that's, you're gonna get a lot of that too. You know, miserable motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's one that I know it has a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions about it, but nobody wants a coworker, neighbor, family member, friend that be telling. Yeah, so to me, that civilian cop out don't fly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I use the cop as a an example. Even cops, they're cops that are supposed to be enforcing the law, but they still operate under codes of conduct, codes like that. They don't want, they won't throw each other under the bus. That's just a politically right way of saying it. They don't want motherfuckers snitching on them. They don't want somebody that's working amongst them that's gonna run in there and tell the Sarge, hey Sarge, hey, he fucking, you know, he was out driving one of the company cars during, you know, hours that he wasn't supposed to be out there. He did this, he did that. I seen him. Nobody respects it, man. So I've always had an issue with the civilian excuse, man. But it is what it is, man. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna fucking get on up out of here, man. That's right, big figures. You still here, boy. On the flip, you might get the dead dude's family and some shit. That's what I was saying, Birdman, right? You're still tarnishing the dead guy's family as well. So there's all kind of different moving parts to that, man, when you really think about it. I sat back, thought about it, and was like, man, that it just depends on how people look at it, man. But there's different ways of trying to justify this and say, nah, but that, but what about this? And that's why I thought it was a good topic to bring up. Rough cut, ratos. All right, you guys, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. We were raised with the mentality, Richie Rich, straight up, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, homeboy. Y'all look for the raffle info in the shorts. Yeah, I'm gonna be posting that right now. So check it out. You guys get a notification. That's what it's gonna be. Get up in that raffle, man, so I can get off of these shoes, man. Somebody can get some Jordans. You guys know most of the good ones haven't been raffled off yet. So, all right, you guys, I'm out, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, everybody that supported the channel. I'll be back. If not, what's today? Today is Tuesday. I don't know. I'll be back somewhere Thursday or Friday. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get on the Inner Demons. I'm gonna get on the war stories and these other profiles. So we'll be having more content coming out. All right, you guys. It's your boy B, man, and I'm out. You guys have a good one. Stay safe.